The Jim Norton Show starts now.
Welcome. E-Rock is very irritated because the intern put the headphone. I don't see you angry very often. It's nice.
I try not to be.
Yeah, but you were really fucking steamed there.
It's like, we're doing a show. Why would you take away the things that we're doing, that we need to do the show?
It's a good point. And Bailey J is here.
Hi, everyone.
The feedback, people enjoyed you very much when you were on.
That's what I heard. I saw some good stuff on Twitter, which is rare.
Yeah.
So that was good.
My agent, my radio agent, who I don't communicate with, was really shocked. He's like, I thought that was... I had no idea.
Oh, he was expecting Vin Diesel in a tube top to come in here and sit down.
No, I think he heard you first, and he was like, I couldn't believe it. And I think I think a lot. I love when people first find out and that you're transsexual and they're trying to justify the feelings to themselves. Like, God, I really want to have sex with that person. They don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, I even on my podcast, someone recently was like, "Am I gay?" And I'm like, "You're the first person to ask me this," because of course I get asked that question 9,000 times a day. So
what do they say? They just ask you?
Well, yeah, they're like, "I jerk off to your porn. Does that make me gay?" And I'm thinking, I don't even know how to answer the question anymore because it sounds so crazy. It's like, do you want to have sex with men? And they're like, no. And I'm like, then no. Like, I don't know. You've met gay people. Are you that? Yeah. So I get that all the time, and it's really silly. Do
you like when people tell you they jerk off to your porn? A lot of girls we have in get like really weird about like a lot of the Penthouse girls. Like, you can't look at their porn in front of them.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. I've gotten used to it. I mean, because my friends would call me and be like, hey, I saw one of your pornos. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So it's weird if I went to school with you and now you're looking at my porn.
Right. I guess that's probably the same way for everybody.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I don't care. People jerk off to my porn. Just, that's what it's there for. That's what I'm getting paid for. So
do you have different role? Like, I've wanted to ask this too. I knew one girl and she didn't do porn, but she said that she would fuck guys and guys would suck her dick and all that stuff. But her boyfriend, she would only let him fuck her. Like, she wouldn't do anything that she considered masculine with her boyfriend because that energy was so different. Is that how it is with you, or
wait? So she wouldn't do anything masculine with him?
She didn't like masturbating in front of her boyfriend. She didn't like him to see her cum or any of this stuff.
Okay. I know a lot of girls who are like that. I'm not really like that because I mean, not necessarily that this person doesn't feel this way, but I'm really comfortable. I feel feminine despite having a penis. So it doesn't bother me. Obviously, I don't want to pee standing up or something.
Right.
Like, that would weird me out. But I never peed standing up. So,
but that's common.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think for a lot of even a genetic woman, like maybe having a penis wouldn't make her feel very attractive. She might be like, ugh, like I have a penis. This sucks. And I think a lot of trans women feel that way. I like my penis. I'm pro me having a penis. It gets me on the radio.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. Your penis is your vehicle to success. All right, E-Rock, who do we have?
We can talk to Sean in Alabama. He has a Cialis question for you.
Oh, good. Hopefully we'll have an answer.
Hey, Jimmy, morning.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, I've never taken Cialis or Viagra, and I'm 100% for somebody that's about your age. But give me some pointers on dosage, what to expect, where to start, that kind of thing.
Well, you'd have to talk to your doctor. But I like, because I'm such a fucking junkie, like I'll take the 20 milligram Cialis, I think is equal to 100 milligram Viagra, which I believe is also the same as a 20 milligram Levitra. I think that's as high as Levitra and Cialis went, where Viagra went to 100. You could probably start with a 10. If I take one, I'll take a half a pill. So I'll take about 10, but I'm just, again, such an addict that I'd rather if I get 6 pills at 20, that's the same as getting like 12 pills at 10. So you're getting twice as much. So, I don't know if your heart can take it, just take a half of one pill, take 10 milligrams, whatever, and just see how it works for you. I think it's fun.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, after you're finished, do you still keep somewhat of a fluffy rod, or how does that work?
After I come, my dick doesn't want to do much, but I can recoup a lot faster, and I'm horny later in the day a lot more.
Yeah, I've noticed that because I've taken Viagra for work, and I've noticed that.
Do you have to for work, or do you not need to?
You don't have to, but for the bigger productions where time is of the essence, they kind of they want to give the girls, or even some of the male actors, they want to give them Viagra just to speed along the process, and just so you can maintain or get it. Because with editing, it's a lot of getting it up and letting it go soft and getting it up again. And they want to make sure you can keep getting it up. So it makes you feel like your head's going to explode a little bit.
You know what Viagra does?
Yeah, a little bit of, I get pressure in my head.
A very big headache. Cialis doesn't really give you the headache as much.
Okay. I've never taken Cialis.
Do you, I've always wondered when people are performing, like, I'll take a Viagra. There's been times where I've lost my erection, even with a Viagra or with a Cialis. It helps, but if I'm mentally, something's blocking, then it doesn't help at all. Like, it doesn't matter if I take it. If my mind is fucked up, and I don't understand, what's worse than not being able to get an erection on set?
Oh, yeah. And there's people waiting.
Have you had that happen?
No, I've had where I couldn't really maintain, and that's kind of annoying because it's not really a super sexual environment as much as you are
Right.
having sex. It's very there's editing and there's camera people and it's so there is a lot of and the whole thing about fluffers, that's not a thing as far as I'm good. I don't think that's a real thing.
I've seen porn, Shotty. You're right. It's not a sexy thing at all. I mean, it's fun to watch people fuck, but it's not dirty. It's like, all right, come on, let's go. Give me a little bit more. Let me see that face. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Editing is magical, I should say. Editing makes it a lot more smooth and fluid and seem more like a thing. I'm sure there's some girls that bust it out though, but
I'm amazed with people who don't need anything. Like I heard guys like Manuel Ferrara and all these fucking animals that they could literally fuck a gravel driveway.
Everybody says this, and then you hear these stories about these guys who are like sticking needles in their dick.
Oh, Caverjat it's called, I think. Caverjat?
Yes, it's like Italian something, or it's some sort of thing, and they stick a needle in their penis, and it's like, Jesus, just don't do porn.
Yeah,
don't stick needles in your penis.
I believe Caverjat it's called, and what happened is we had a guy on once who had that happen. What's her name from Philly? Her husband or her boyfriend? Gina Lynn. It was a guy she was with.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes it won't go down, and that's a major. You can lose your cock that way. He didn't. He's okay, but that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Never fuck with a needle in your dick.
Ugh.
That's our
Freaks
advice.
me out.
Yeah, me too.
Freaks me out.
Who's next, E-Rock?
Let's go to Snake in Texas. He wants to talk to Bailey J.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, Jimmy, Bailey. First off,
Hi,
I'm
Snake.
starstruck. Ever since you guys introduced me to Bailey J, that's all I can think about.
No, thank you.
I mean, I'm going crazy. I'm driving my girlfriend nuts. She doesn't understand, what the hell's going on with me, and it's all because of you guys.
That's funny. I'm sorry if you get divorced. I apologize.
Do you and your girlfriend watch Bailey's stuff together?
Well, I'm trying to get her to, but she's a little hesitant on the idea. How the hell can I, get her to accept me doing that, watching it?
I mean, is she comfortable with you watching porn in general, or is it specifically because it's transsexual? Oh, so because it's transsexual porn, that might be kind of like she doesn't know what to do with it. She might think it's kind of weird.
Well, I think it's more she's afraid I'm kind of weird.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, because it's not exactly run-of-the-mill. It's not run-of-the-mill porn. So I do understand how she could be apprehensive. But you've explained to her that you like women, and it's not that you wish she had a penis or anything?
Well, I used to think I like women until I started watching you.
I know. Well, the thing is, I mean, I look like a woman. If I looked like I said earlier, if I looked like Vin Diesel and you were jerking off to me, I might say you like men. But I look exactly like a woman, except I have a cock.
You're smoking hot.
Well, thank you very much.
That's, by the way, a great heading for a singles ad. I look exactly like a woman, ... except I have a cock. That's great. Do you think that it is weird for women? I think a lot of times don't know how to handle it. They really, you know what I mean? Like, and we also forget, because, I'm a comic and you're, in the business, like how it is different for some people. Like for me, it's all so... None of it is weird.
Well, yeah, I just don't even think about any of it. But yeah, I imagine for a lot of people, they're just kind of like, my boyfriend or husband is jerking off to a fucking tranny. Like, what do I do with this information?
Yeah, how do I handle that?
Like this, I did not picture this in my Eat True Hollywood story.
E-Rock, have you ever?
Tranny stuff? No.
No?
No, just...
For the most part, it's not great. I'm just going to say it. Like, it's even my husband, he's like, I tried for a minute because I thought it would be cool. And he's like, and it was not good.
Yeah.
And then I saw you and, he saw me in person and that changed his perspective. But he just thought I was basically going to be some little Thai ladyboy that was going to like give him AIDS. That was basically like the thought of what in his mind what a transsexual was. And then I was not that, thank God.
Who's next?
Let's go to Gary in Utah. He wants to talk about cuckolding.
Of course he does. Gary, welcome aboard.
Hey, Jimmy, my wife, we're getting married. She just worked in a small town after she divorced her first husband, started working at a bar, and I mean, she fucked everybody, sucked everybody. She was just that kind of girl. Now, I have her where she just wants to be vanilla, but every once in a while I can get her to peg me and stuff like that. But I want her to cuckold me. How do I do it?
Well, do you want her to really fuck somebody? Do you guys talk about it? Like when you're fucking her, do you make her tell you about it?
Oh, God, yes.
How do you get her to do it? I don't know. I mean, I hate when someone is really dirty and then settles down and you get the settled down version.
Exactly.
Like you don't want them to be deceptive whores. But it's like, hey, that's part of what I liked about you is that dirtiness. I don't know how you get. Do you think she wants to do it, or do you think she's done with it?
I know she wants to, but there's just something holding her back. We love tranny porn. She tags me while we watch it. We talk about how she wants to get one. We put ads on Craigslist, but we've only got panty boys, no actual special girl.
Well, maybe she's afraid that if she gives you that, then all of a sudden there's nothing left. Like, you know, she's already watching transsexual porn. She's fucking you in the ass with a strap on. I mean, she's pretty dirty as it is. She's talking about guys she's banged.
She seems pretty down for the count.
Yeah.
Or, you know, she seems pretty down to pound as opposed to most women who are like, are you masturbating? I'm mad at you. You're in trouble. Like, fuck you. So, I mean, the fact that she's even into any of it, I don't know. It sounds like she's doing pretty well so far.
She's a pretty good egg, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, although it could be hot though. I mean, if that's what you're into, I'm like a crazy jealous person. So the idea of having someone having sex with my partner in front of me, I cannot wrap my head around.
Right.
But I know so many people that are into it. Like it's so common.
Yeah, I don't know how you get her to do it. Maybe get her to suck someone's dick in front of you. Like, don't fuck right away and just see how you both feel about that. Maybe she's afraid of like that you'll hate it and that you can't unsee it once you see it.
True.
I wouldn't push her on it, though. She seems like a real fucking trooper. So, you know, give it some time. Maybe she's afraid that if she does it, you won't marry her.
No, I would hope not, because she knows how much I love it.
Yeah, but she just might be afraid. That's all.
Because you can't undo
I
it.
can do to reassure that it'll be okay.
Keep playing like you're playing, and maybe get her to. Has she talked to anybody on the phone while you fucked her? Talk to a guy on the phone first?
No, and I've tried that. She won't even do that. But when we're just pillow talk about it, I mean, she's never squirted before with anybody, I guess, and I can make her squirt like a foot and a half when we're talking about it and I'm finger popping her.
Well, dude, maybe she is just done with that part of her life, and maybe you're better fucked than most of those guys, and maybe that stuff isn't as attractive to her as it is to you in theory.
She says that I give her everything. I don't have a big cock by no means, but I give her everything else, the emotional part of the love that she never had.
Okay, she's afraid you're going to see her with a big cock. Here's what this is. She's afraid that you're going to see when she gets a big cock what an animal she turns into and how she worships it.
That might be true. That I wouldn't put it past her. That might be true.
Like right now what happens is you pulled up and you have a nice little Pinto and she's going, this Pinto is terrific. Oh my God, I'm so happy. And she's afraid that she's going to get into a Mercedes in front of you and she's going to go, I love this fucking car. And then you're going to see that your Pinto will never work again. I don't know. I would just keep talking to her about it, though. What's that?
You really think that's what it is, that when I see her with big cock, she's going to be ashamed when she comes back to me?
Not ashamed, but she might not know how you're really going to handle it for real. Things in theory are a lot of times different than in practice.
Right.
So is there anything I can say to reassure her about that how much it will turn me on instead of driving me away?
I mean, it sounds like she just doesn't want to gamble with your relationship, which, not to get super gay, but it sounds like she doesn't want to gamble with your relationship, which is actually kind of nice and a little bit more important than coming.
But I explained to her, I have to have the wild side of her.
How long you been with her?
Her fucking 2 years now.
Dude, she's fucking you with a strap on, watching tranny porn. It's like, I'm not saying that she will eventually do this, but I think that indicates a girl who might be willing to negotiate.
Right.
Maybe she's just not 100% sure you won't leave yet. You can't reassure her. She'll come to that conclusion. Get her to talk to somebody while you fuck her or go down on her. Or, you know, you work into it like that. Work into it slowly.
Okay.
All right?
Hey, thank you.
All right, Grady. Good luck. I love this guy. She takes a shit in her hand, but she won't throw it at me. This guy's the best. Who's next?
Joe in Milwaukee needs your help with a sex event.
Oh, good. I get a lot of those calls.
I don't know what that. Oh, like a sexual act.
Yeah, a sex event.
Sex event.
Yeah, I thought it was some sort of get together. Okay,
it might be
a barbecue of sorts.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, buddy.
I'm a big fan. I've been listening for years.
Thank you.
I just want to ask Sally J a question.
Oh, okay.
Hey, would you do the Opie and the audience a favor and fuck Joe DeRosa in his mouth already?
Fuck Joe DeRosa in his mouth. He would love that. He would be like Garfield with some lasagna, I'd imagine. He'd just be so elated. That's never going to happen. I'll never.
Now, even if you weren't with your husband, you just don't have it for Joe like that, right?
Joe is like a brother, and not in a hot way. I couldn't do it. He'd be too satisfied with himself. I couldn't fuck his face.
Yeah. I don't know. You couldn't look down and just see that fucking Laverne and Shirley big ragu haircut. You couldn't do it.
With a big load straight across. Yeah, I couldn't handle it.
You couldn't just grab that fucking curly, awful mop do.
I hear he's got a girlfriend now, so hopefully she doesn't want to murder me.
No, I'm sure his girlfriend is not happy though.
Yeah, probably not.
All right. Good luck. What was the question? Fuck Joe DeRosa. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's not what he was originally asking, but he hung up.
That's fine.
John in Wisconsin has a question for Bailey J.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing, Jimmy? How
Hey,
you
buddy.
Doing, Bailey?
Hi there.
Hey. I've watched all sorts of porn. I've, turned around and got interested in different types. Is Bailey going to do anything with like a transgender female? Something like what's that one?
Buck Angel.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm still learning the terminology too, but I think technically I'm a transgender female, and Buck would be considered a transgender male. I think.
Okay.
I'm not offended. I'm just straightening this out so no one writes me any fucking letters for not saying anything.
If they want, have them write me. I'll tell them.
I want to do a video with Buck. I've talked to Buck about it. Him and I it would be like Clash of the Titans. It'd be ridiculous if him and I had sex and I banged his pussy. See, that's to me, you're much more feminine, and I'm sure Buck would be happy to hear that. But even though Buck was born a woman, that freaks me out a little bit. Like, I don't know how to process that because it's a male energy. He's a man, and he has a very male energy. I know a lot of porn actresses that only work with women who are approached to work with Buck, and they're like, he's a man. I can't. His energy is so male, and he just is a man. But I want to do a scene with Buck because I think it would be amazing, and he's actually a very, very good person. He's a very sweet guy. So I've thought about it before, and it could happen. He lives in like New Mexico or Mexico. He lives so far away. He's really nice, and I was bummed out because I saw pictures, I think, as a woman, and I like fat pussies, and it looks like Buck had a fat pussy when he was still a woman. I was like, fuck. I never saw his pussy back when. I've seen him. He looked like Annie Lennox or Debbie Harry.
Really
he was
hot.
like so hot.
Lovely.
So hot.
She did look hot when she was a woman. You know? I just can't. I'm into weird stuff like Jimmy is. And, Jimmy and I, we can butt heads about conversations later, but to see a male with a vagina being having sex with a female with a penis would just blow people's minds.
I feel like everybody would just melt, like completely, their faces would just fall off. And so that's why I want to do it. I even said I wanted to wear a wedding dress and have him wear a tuxedo and just have us bang it out. But we'll see. It could happen. Crazier things have happened.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That could happen.
If it does happen, let Jimmy know so he can let us.
I will. Believe me. You'll be the second to know.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Take care.
Bye.
Didn't Buck Angel write to us about having a problem with Joe DeRosa?
Oh, I think so. I heard about that.
What was the problem?
Joe was shit talking, saying he looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and when we were asking the question,
That's funny.
Which sucks because I originally made the comparison. They do look very similar, but I meant it in a nice way.
That's funny.
And Joe was trying to figure out, what's the right answer? Do you get with somebody like Bailey J, or do you get with somebody like Buck Angel? And Joe said some things, and Buck didn't take it very well.
Well, Buck I don't know what Joe said, but Buck has to realize this stuff is very new as far as the public is, like,
right.
It's always happened. I mean, there's always been like lady boys but don't expect people just to understand the relationships or the complexities of it or the terminology. We don't know yet. Like, I still don't know. And I've met a lot of transsexuals. I mean, just from fucking in the porn awards.
Right.
I know quite a few. And had legitimate chats, and I still don't know. Are trannies offensive or is trans? I don't even know it. And
I get in trouble like every other week for saying tranny or doing something that's not good, and I'm just like, oh God, I can't handle it.
But you know how you know it's not mainstream enough? Is there's plenty of obviously, plenty of gay actors and but there's no actors or celebrities that have transsexual girlfriends. That has not hit. I think we talked about that last time you were on, but that has not hit yet. So that's how you know it's not as mainstream.
Right.
So Buck has to realize all these questions. Would you do this or would you do Bailey or would you do That's the conversations people are having.
Right. You kind of have to accept yourself as the novelty on some level until you can get a bigger platform to talk, which is fine.
Or until it becomes more normal or more something people see. And normal doesn't mean right or wrong. It just means the norm, more common.
Right.
Just people don't see it that often, so they have a lot of questions. This is the conversation guys have.
Right. And he knows he gets in trouble all the time, too, because he'll make a comment about Chaz Bono or something, because he's a very fit guy, Buck, and so he'll say things like Chaz Bono really needs to consider taking care of his health better, and because he's a bigger guy, he's heavy set, and people will lash out and say he hates fat people, so he knows how it is. I mean, a lot of times you can say something meaning one thing and everybody jumps up your ass.
Yes, Chaz, the Chris Christie of the transgendered community. Yes.
Who at the benefit last night, Colin called him what was it, a buffet molester? Chris Christie.
Voss?
Yeah, no, Colin said Governor Christie was a buffet molester.
Well, he was probably making fun of Voss, because I think Voss says that.
Oh, does he?
Buffet molester, yeah.
Either way, it was a great line.
Funny.
Nick in Illinois has a masturbation question for you.
Sure.
The great Jimmy. Hey, I got a question about. I know you masturbate a lot.
Yes, I do.
I have a tendency to do it 1 or 2 times a day.
Okay.
And I was wondering, when it comes to having sex with a woman, what helps you perform better or longer with a woman because you masturbate so often?
I have to be totally relaxed and totally turned on. That's all it is. When I'm completely relaxed and there's no pressure and I don't feel the pressure to get an erection or I don't have body image issues, then I feel like I perform well and I'm good in bed, which is why I've gotten addicted to paying for it in massage girls and stuff, because there's no pressure there. What kills me sexually is pressure and feeling like I got to be better, or my body doesn't look good enough, or my dick is not, all this nonsense. When I can shut that noise off, that's when I'm better in bed. And I think that's the way it is for most people.
But does that help you last longer, too? I mean...
No, it makes me come faster, which I prefer, because I take a long time to come, and it's not anything to do with being a stud, it's just being not relaxed. To not come faster, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, jerking off should actually help that.
Oh, okay.
I've heard good things about delay spray.
So what does that, numb your dick?
Yeah, I mean, I don't use it because I think the point is to have your penis feel good. But if it's about having the woman achieve orgasm, maybe if you're concerned about the woman not achieving orgasm. I had a roommate who was a total dork and left his delay spray in the living room, and he swears by it.
I would lose my rod with delay spray.
Yeah, because he can't feel it.
How do you use that spray and then not numb the woman, though? I mean, how do you use it?
I've wondered that same thing. I don't have sex with women, so I probably shouldn't have said anything.
That's a great point.
But yeah, I never thought about that. Her clit's probably like completely Novocaine'd out.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Her pussy's like a fucking mouth that just had root canal.
All right, thanks, Jimmy.
All right, buddy.
Jack in South Dakota also has a masturbation concern.
Okay, cool.
Jimmy.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Say, if the wife doesn't, roll over and jerk me off in the morning, I have to masturbate to get through my day. I have to do it every day.
Okay.
And she says that's an addiction, and I have a freaky problem. I don't think so. What do you think?
Well, anytime you have to do something to get through the day, I would think it's a bit of an addiction. Maybe it's an addiction you don't care about or you're comfortable with. But, I mean, just because you don't want to call it an addiction doesn't mean it's not. Or people trivialize sex addiction. Like, come on, there's no such thing. But if you have to jerk off every day, I'm not saying it's bad, but I would probably classify that as addictive. But, if it's not wrecking your life, then it's an addiction you can live with.
Yeah, it is. I mean, she just thinks I'm kind of weird that I have to get off every day. I don't say I have to get through my day by it, but it's just my day is a lot better after I get off in the morning.
Do you have to be sexual every day or no, Billy?
Well, I'm
not asking
I'll rub
Billy.
one out. I'm just fine. It doesn't really matter which way it gets done.
No, I was asking Billy because I know that I have to be sexual every day.
I have to jerk off every day at least once, but and that's what makes me think it's not. I don't want to say it's not an addiction because I don't know, but it seems just like a compulsion that comes with your gender, and her sex drive and your sex drive are probably very different. So it probably seems really crazy to her.
Maybe.
But I I kind of have a male biology on some level, so I have a compulsion to jerk off every day. I have to jerk off every day, or I'm horny. It's not that I'm addicted. It's just like it's better when I do, so I do the better thing.
Do you feel bad when you're not filming it? Like it's just money wasted?
Right? I'm working overtime right now. This is ridiculous.
I'm doing this for nothing. This is silly.
So everybody jerks off every day.
Yeah, I jerk off. I jerk off too much. I jerk off sometimes for you, you go for the third time and your dick hurts and you're like, why am I doing this? Maybe I have sex addiction. I'm realizing now on air. Sorry, everybody.
That doesn't affect your.
That does porn, so it's different.
That doesn't affect your erections though if you jerk off every day. It makes my dick harder to work. More difficult. It doesn't work as well.
I don't know. No, not really. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm like a walking hard on. I'm 24.
Okay.
So I'm just like a walking boner. It's very inconvenient.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well,
that's good. I'm glad I'm not weird.
No, well.
Yeah, the tranny porn star said you're not weird.
Thank you, sir.
J-Rod in New Jersey has a problem with his wife.
Oh, no. What's the problem?
I don't believe it.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good, buddy.
Dude, I saw you this weekend in AC. Where did all your double chins go? I don't understand.
Oh, thank you, sir. I've just been hitting the gym and eating better. You know me.
Is that true? You just stop eating shitty and work out?
That's it.
Wow.
I still got more work to do.
You do look really good. I meant to say it last time. You look awesome.
Thank you. I look a little bit better. I still got a lot of work to do.
What are you, $160?
No, I think I'm a little less than that, but I was $180 or $181 not too long ago. So yeah, it's moving. But what's up, buddy? But thank you.
So listen. So I've been married for about 10 years, and for the first 3 years, she would blow me all the time, and everything was fantastic. And then all of a sudden, it just fucking ended. And I don't understand what happened, and it seems to be a common thing with everyone I fucking talk to.
Married people, right?
Yeah. I don't understand. If we split up today and she goes out to date someone, that's the first thing she's going to do to kind of get him into the fold.
Did it happen after you had kids?
It probably stopped a little bit before the kids, but, she used to love it. She was a 3-hole kind of person, no issues. Oh. And that we do anal, we do it normally, but the blowjob's just non-existent.
Do you talk to her about it? What'd she say?
Oh, she gets defensive immediately, and I'm the fucking asshole for bringing it up.
Has your diet changed? Maybe your cum is awful.
Oh, no, my cum has been awful the entire time.
That's good.
At least he's aware. That's good.
Yeah.
No, there's no question. That shit stinks, but you know what? It stank before.
Well, maybe you want to take something. Here's the problem, sir. Do you love oral sex?
Yeah, I love giving it. I love eating pussy.
What a perfect...
She doesn't even like when I do that now. She's totally orally gone out of it.
Yeah, this is a perfect call, though, because it's you have to practically beg your wife, and a lot of guys have to beg their wives, their girlfriends for a blowjob. And, sometimes you find yourself counting down the days to your birthday or anniversary for that once or twice a year special treat when she'll finally open up her yap again and start sucking your penis. That's what you're going through, sir. If this sounds familiar, and it certainly does, then don't waste another minute. You need to get Mask Sexual Flavors today, sir. This is an in-show mention. Mask Sexual Flavors. They're flavored gel strips. That's probably what happens. She's probably tired of your awful coffee jism, and these things will dissolve on her tongue, and they block the taste of oral sex, including your orgasm. Mask drastically improves the experience for both of you and your partner. So what's happening is your wife won't have to hear you complaining, and you won't have to hear her going, I don't want to, because your cum is horrendous. It's been featured on the pages of Playboy and Men's Health magazine. Mask was developed through years of research, sir. You think you're the only one going through this? You think you're the only one? I think old Metal Feet in South Africa just dealt with this, and he shot his wife through a door, or his girlfriend, whatever she is. You don't need to go that far. This mask is 100% safe and effective. Visit sexualflavors.com to learn more. You can read customer reviews and buy single strips or buy 3-packs. Strawberry, watermelon, mango, and chocolate. That's sexualflavors.com. Here's what you ought to do, my friend. Introduce this girl, your wife, to Mask Sexual Flavors. She'll be very glad that you did. So I hope that works for you.
Well, I didn't realize you had that much stock in that company.
You know what, sir? They happen to be a sponsor. I just was improvising that. It just kind of came out naturally.
And it was an impressive segue. I was
Thank
very
you.
impressed by
Yeah,
that.
just kind of
the
happened.
professionalism.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah, good luck, buddy. I would just talk to you about it. I don't know why that stops. Married couples say that stops a lot.
You hear it from everybody, even just people who've been dating for a couple of years. You hear from that the girl just craps out on the blowjobs.
I don't get that either.
I mean, it's like a cliche at this point, but yeah, it's...
You think it's anger built up? Like, I wonder, because, like, resentment sometimes built up and you don't want to do something for somebody that they like. I mean,
I don't know. When you, like, smell someone's dump in your house, like, maybe you don't want to blow them anymore.
Right.
Like, you're just too familiar with them. Or some girls might not have ever really enjoyed it. They were just kind of getting you comfortable for a couple of years.
Trying to rope you in.
Yeah, and then, yeah. But I don't know. It could just be, I mean, when you're overly familiar with someone, you don't want your face in their crotch necessarily.
Maybe you smell their log one too many times. You're right. You're right. That fucking morning shit wrecked it. Yes, Iraq. Who's next?
You want to take a comedy question?
Okay.
This is Cigars and Scotch.
Okay. Hello, Cigars and Scotch.
Hey, what's going on, Jim?
Hi, buddy.
I have a question for you. How do you get your foot in the door, like, and break into comedic writing? Like, I know I'm funny. I can do very, quick, topical quips, kind of more suited for a monologue. But how do you get into it and get paid for it?
That's a good question. I've never done that. I could probably find out, like, how do you submit to Leno, Letterman, Conan, Kimmel? They do take submissions. I don't know what that process is.
I know some of them do take freelance where you'll get like 75 to 100 jokes. It's usually frowned upon because it's outside the guild, but a lot of the shows do it.
Right.
But I wouldn't even know where to send it to.
You know what? Let me see if I can find out for you. I really don't know the answer to that, and I'll see if I can do some investigating and find out for you.
Oh, dude, I would appreciate that so much.
Okay. I don't have an answer yet, but
in 20 years, I'll probably kill myself still.
I'll try sometime next week. Let me see if I can find that for you, okay?
Oh, awesome.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Bye. Iraq, please remind me.
Will do. Brad in Buffalo has an escort question.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Jimmy, you have a fantastic voice on the phone.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so yeah, first I want to say that you and Bailey J totally made me feel okay to admit to pretty much everybody that I love. I don't want to offend anybody. I love trannies, and I want to make that.
Good.
Yeah, so I want to ask you, I have no problem sleeping with women, and I've done it a few times, but I want to ask you what your opinion is on where the best place to find an escort is.
Why do you say that? Are you ready to fly your biplane? And you want to pick up? I can hear that fucking noise in the back. You strapping on your leather helmet and goggles?
It's all, the roads are covered in snow. It's all shitty. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's your question again? I'm sorry, I was too busy joshing.
I'll pull over just for you, kitten. My question is, where do you think the best place to find an escort is? I've used Backpage.
Sure.
And I've heard some of the websites you use to look for reviews, but what would your opinion be?
TheEroticReview.com is a good site for reviews. ErosGuide.com.
I hear good things about Eros.
Yeah, I think that's the highest end one.
Yeah.
They can't have nude pictures. Like, you can have tits, but you can't have, like, any pussies or anything like that.
It almost makes it hotter.
Right, yeah. A little hideaway.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like regular people dressed.
Unless you have a specific vagina you want.
Which is
like in your case, which is just an exploded excuse for a vagina.
Yeah, I do. I want to look at the top of a cave ceiling.
A nice roast beef sandwich.
Ugh.
Yeah, I love that.
It's not my thing.
It's not a lot of people's thing.
Even a little tucked in perfect gymnast vagina, I'm like, okay, I can make that work. But as soon as there's something going on there, I'm like, ugh.
A tucked in one? No, sorry. I hate when it looks like a hotel pillow.
That's what I like. Just neat and tidy. That's what I like.
No, I don't at all. I want it to look like fucking like a tsunami just blew through a room. So I would suggest Eros Guide, or go to the Erotic Review and put in your area and just look. I mean, you can get a good or bad experience off any site or in any town. So there's no pat answer to that.
All right, Jim. I thank you for your time, and Bailey, I love you with all my heart.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Also wanted to tell you, too, at the event last night, my wife noticed how much weight you lost when you came out on stage.
Oh.
And you were all dressed up in your suit, and she said you looked like a little boy wearing daddy's clothes.
Yeah, I always do when I wear a suit. I look like it shouldn't be happening. There's something wrong. Like, I should either be getting buried or I'm wearing somebody else's clothes. Who's next?
This is Chris in Tucson. He has a stand-up question for you.
Okay.
Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Chris.
What's up, Jimmy? Hey, I have a quick question.
Sure.
I've been working on writing bits and honing on some material. Where I live's pretty conservative. Do you think I should just go balls to the wall with it, or do you think I should get my foot in the door first?
No, I think you should just be yourself. I have views that lean very conservative, and I have some views that lean very, very liberal. I don't think you should try to define yourself like that. Like, just when you're being funny, just be funny and be truthful. Don't worry about being right or wrong. Just be truthful. Like, too many comedians get caught up trying to be right, and then that makes them boring on stage. If your entire act is one ideology, I'm bored by you. If every opinion you have, I can guess before you give it, you're a bore. That's why I loved Carlin, because he was a very liberal guy, but he would also attack liberals and attack the paternalism and the ideology of being politically correct. And so never be afraid to just be who you are on stage, man. If it happens to be conservative, well, that's what it is. But, don't try to write differently. Just write truthfully.
Hey, thanks, man.
Good luck.
Is there any way I could get some WoW stickers?
Yeah, maybe on hold, and Sal can help you.
All right, thanks, dude.
All right, man.
All right. Pete from Long Island has a question about sobriety.
Okay.
Hi, Jimmy. What's going on?
Hi, Pete.
All right, first off, last night was fucking epic. Really sick.
Thanks for coming.
No problem. I'm happy to give to the cause. But my question was sobriety. I'm only 23, but went through kind of like a rough patch. Like, you got it out of the way young and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And my whole thing was like the opiate spectrum of stuff. I'm on like a shot now, helping out, but I'm just worried to get off of that. I've had like none of the friends I'm around like just totally switched crowds and everything. Not with them, going to like my self-help meetings and all that type of stuff. But just like I'm worried about the people, places, and things when you get out. When I'm done with the shot, like right now it's preventing. The shot prevents you from like getting high or having cravings or anything like that. But like when that security blanket goes away,
you'll do it without the shot. You'll be okay without it. Most people don't have the shot. It's a good little temporary thing, but you don't want that. Don't be convinced that the only reason, because there are people that have drunk on antabuse. There's people that have done that many times. I mean, when you look at, don't think that that's what's really stopping you. It's preventing you for now a little bit, but you could still do it if you wanted to. And when you're off the shot, if you want to stay sober, you will.
All right, thank you. I'll see you at Caroline's in April.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm working. Yes, in April I'll be in Caroline's. Thanks, buddy.
There's my plug.
I appreciate it, because I'm not doing it.
No problem. Have a good day, man.
All right. Do you drink?
I do. I used to drink more. When we first met, when I did Bobby's show,
right.
I was drinking more then, but I don't drink as much now, just because I'm married. So I don't.
Weren't you married then?
Yeah, but I was just married. I'm just getting in the habit.
You look a lot thinner too, by the way.
I lost like 30 pounds.
Wow! Yeah, I just realized in that dress, it's a very slinky. You guys can't see Bailey J. She's wearing a very, very slinky.
I'm just like a whore for the radio.
But it's a great look. That I was like, oh my god, you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, my tits are fake, so they're the same size. So now I'm a 30 double D. Which is pretty ridiculous. Like, not even a real bra size.
Are you double D? Oh my
I'm a 30
God.
double D. But I have a small back, so it's a 30, which is even more insane.
That is very large.
Yeah.
You're a very chesty gal.
Well, thank you.
I'll Twitter a picture of Bailey J. Who's next, D-Rock?
Let's go to Rod in North Dakota. Wants to talk to Bailey J.
Okay.
I like that name.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, how's it going?
Hey.
Hi there, Rod.
Hey, how's it going? I wanted to ask you, Bailey, about your voice. Has this always been your voice, or do you? I mean, I'm a very audible type of guy when it comes to women's voices. And yours is very attractive. So I was just kind of curious.
I actually, this is the deepest my voice has ever been my whole life, and it used to be freaking terrible when I was attempting to pass as a little boy and everybody just thought I was a girl. It was the worst. Everybody just thought I was like a little chubby Chinese chick with a bowl cut. Like nobody thought that I was a boy. And so it's not like I went from being a full-fledged man to living my life as a woman. I went from perpetually being a 9-year-old boy with a little girl's voice to being a porn star woman. It was like really ridiculous. But yeah, so it my voice was always like this, nasally, and it used to be squeakier.
You got very lucky with the voice.
I did. I know girls that are even luckier than me, where you're just like, what the hell? Like, why is your voice so amazing? And then there's some girls who it sucks, and they get surgery.
Yeah, they just. Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they do a surgery. A throat doctor, like somebody does surgery on like opera singers and stuff. They basically tighten the vocal cords. But more times than not, it leaves these girls sounding like they're whispering forever.
Yeah.
And so it's really creepy.
I just wanted you to know. What is your Twitter, by the way? I've tweeted you a million times.
I do not remember. Matt runs the Twitter. Bailey at Bailey J Show.
Okay, B-A-I. I'm twittering a picture of Bailey right now for you. B-A-I, Bailey J Show. Okay.
Yeah, Matt runs it because I got tired of seeing all the foreign penis. It was not great.
Okay, yes. Who's next, E-Rock?
Let's go to. Let's see right here. Tom in Boston has a thing with an escort.
Okay.
James, good morning.
Hi, buddy.
Bailey, you are stunningly beautiful.
Thank you very much.
So I got a problem, Jim.
Yes,
Last night on a total spur, I contacted an escort off of Craigslist. Never done it before. Don't even know why I did it. I'm like 30. She's 22. Met up with her about 9 o'clock, had sex, ended up talking with her, ended up spending the night. She wants to go out on a regular date with me now. She's been texting me all morning, trying to, be almost girlfriendish.
Did you like her?
Dude, she was stunning.
Wow. I've been dying. You just, this is my dream come true.
I was
Lucky
going to
bastard.
say, it sounds amazing.
Now, how much did she want when you first called her? How much did she want?
$1.50.
How much did you pay her at the end of the next morning?
I gave her the $1.50 the minute I walked in the door.
Oh, she didn't ask for anything extra?
Nope, I handed it to her when I walked in.
Well, why don't you just take her out to eat then? What's wrong with that?
Well, today she had some stuff to do, and I have, I'm at my job right now, and, she wants to go this weekend. And it's just, she's very cool, and I'm kind of perplexed as to what to do. She says she doesn't do this too often, but she's done it probably 5 or 6 times in the last year.
Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. Be very, very wary of any escort because they're experts on picking up on things that they can capitalize on. Not because they're vultures, but because they're smart and that's their business.
Right.
But also, she may just genuinely like you. There's also that, too, where maybe she's being totally truthful.
Well, she is young. She's 22. There's a good chance that obviously she hasn't been doing this too long. Let's hope she's 22.
Right.
So
10 years, anything more than 10 years is creepy. But yeah, maybe she's just likes you.
Last summer.
Huh?
Yeah, she started doing it last summer on kind of a dare with one of her friends. I guess one of her female friends does it a little bit more and wanted her to go with her female friend to have a threesome, and she went.
Oh, okay.
She liked it.
I would take her out. I think you should take her out.
It's like Pretty Woman.
Yeah, exactly. I would take her out, take her and then pick her up in your arms and carry her to a limo after Jason Alexander face fucks her at a horse party.
The worst part is I'm in law enforcement, and, I kind of alluded to that. But
You're what?
I'm in law enforcement.
Okay, you're in law enforcement, so okay.
So I don't know how that. I kind of hinted at that, but I'm not sure if he picked up on it.
I wouldn't even worry about that. Once she likes you, if you go out a bunch of times, she won't care what you do for a living.
Right. And you have already had sex with her, so
yeah, you already paid
it's not
her
like you can be like, gotcha.
Yeah, this is what.
I'll send her your picture. Her picture.
Yeah, please do.
I'll email it to you.
Yes, the real Jim Norton at Gmail. Send me her ad too. I think I like this girl. Take care, brother.
Maybe I'll bring her to one of your Boston shows.
Yeah, I'll be there the 29th of March, so bring her.
Bring Bailey with you, will you?
I totally should go.
Yes, you should go to Boston.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do great in Boston.
You do, right?
You think?
Oh, have you?
I don't know. I guess I'm still white, so people would be nice to me in Boston.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, they would. I'll do the other one at the end. We got time.
Okay.
Who's next?
Clinton, Illinois wants to talk wife swapping.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Clinton.
Okay, I'm actually the guy. I emailed you a while back about fucking my cousin. I don't know if you remember that.
I do not. Did I fuck your cousin? Or you want me to, or you wanted to?
About me fucking my own cousin.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We exchanged some emails.
Okay.
But I'm in the midst of a pretty heavy sexual addiction, and I've drugged my wife into, and everything's great. We're all over each other all the time.
Okay.
The last 90 days, we've probably screwed 85 days.
Oh, okay.
I've started bringing a friend in.
Guy or girl?
Guy.
Okay.
And I'm totally into it. I love I love the three-way. I love just watching.
Sure.
But my question for you is, I know how hot it is for her, and I know she really would like to fuck this guy without me there. He's a good friend. I totally trust both of them, but I'm still just a little hung up on it.
Now, how do you know she wants to fuck him without you there?
Because we've talked about it.
And what did she say?
She said she would like to fuck him when I wasn't there, if I was cool with it.
What's her reasoning for that?
I think mainly comfort level. It's awkward a little bit, the three of us. And she's attracted to him.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's a little, you got to be careful of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying don't do it. My ex and I would talk, actually like 3 exes ago, would talk dirty. I would fuck her and talk about the guys. And the turn on for me was her telling me she wanted to fuck them when I wasn't around.
Okay.
Because there was a humiliation with that. But the reality is I would not have wanted her to do it. How do you really feel about it?
A week ago, I let her blow him without me being there. I was in the same house.
Oh, okay.
I just let them go back to the bedroom, and I was 100% fine with it. And I love hearing where I get off is when we're together, and she's telling me exactly what happened.
Is he better looking than you? Does he have a bigger dick than you?
No.
Okay.
Oh, well, then, then that's kind of good.
And my wife and I have been together 20 years, and he's been my friend for 20 years. So
I couldn't do that with the friend. That might have meant she's had a thing for him a long time, though. You got to be careful with friends.
Right.
She may want to be intimate with him. Like, she may want to kiss him and touch his face and look into his eyes while he fucks her.
Which is way more fucked up.
Way more fucked up. Because that's intimate and personal. That's different than just being dirty. If she's known him for all these years, they may have had underlying vibes.
Right. It sounds like a bad idea. I'm just going to say it. It sounds like a bad idea. Like, because if she specifically doesn't want you there, it sounds like she wants to be. I feel like things could get romantic.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
Beyond just being cuckolding and dirty, knowing him for that long and wanting to be alone with him is, I think, dangerous. And you should be really careful of that one, or you may wind up losing her to him.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Jimmy.
Good luck, brother.
Bailey.
Oh, bye-bye.
I'm a big fan.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take one more call? Come on, let's do a quick one.
We got 30 seconds.
Oh, fuck. All right. I have to read this?
You got to do that.
I have to read this. Not that I don't want to. They're actually good sponsors. We have to do 2 an hour here. Your razor does not need a vibrating handle, a back scratcher, and 10 blades. Seriously. Have you noticed the price you pay for a new razor? It's ridiculous. It's how much? Is that in pay? Oh, I see. I'm not a terrible actor. Sorry. It's how much? Is that in pesos? And you're doing this every month for the rest of your life? This is your Dollar Shave Club moment. And it's time to join all the Opie and Anthony listeners who've discovered DollarShaveClub.com. Listen, here's what all the buzz is about. It's like found money. All us guys want is a great shave without shelling out $20 month after month. I'm really butchering this read because I've never actually read through it because Opie and Anthony normally do this one. And in all honesty, they both love this. Opie made fun of it at first, and now he's like, these fucking razors are great. So this is something that the people who have experienced it like it. I'm trying to get one myself, but I think Rollins said it would take a little while, but they're going to. Because Dollar Shave Club is genius. You'd be an idiot not to do this. You send them a couple bucks a month, and they deliver amazing quality razor blades right to your door. You save a fortune, plus you always have fresh blades on hand. No more zombieing your face with old blades just because you can't afford or forgot to buy new ones. There's nothing worse than when you just see that stupid rusty blade in the morning and you're like, ugh, I don't want to go to the pharmacy right now because your wife has to come in and take a dump. And by the time, if you go to the pharmacy, she'll shit while you're gone and then you'll have to shave in her stink. Join the rest of the Opie and Anthony listeners and get a great shave and keep your cash at DollarShave.com. DollarShave.com, DollarShaveClub.com. I've been saying it wrong. Dollar Shave is not it. It's DollarShaveClub.com. My apologies to DollarShaveClub.com. I said Dollar Shave Club, and that's correct. I said it wrong before that. I'm fucking tired.
Oh, my God.
All right, we have to go.
DollarShaveClub.com. They're very good. And Bailey, thank you very much. You promoting anything?
Everything. ts-baileyj.com is my porn site. You can go there and pay money to watch me jerk off and stuff.
Bailey is fantastic, and hopefully she'll make many more appearances on
Yes,
this
I love it
show.
here.
Yes, we love you coming in. And thank you guys very much. And remember, tomorrow, my tickets for my 1 hour special go on sale tomorrow morning. I'm shooting in Boston, March 29th. Thank you, you're rocking. Thanks, Bailey.
Thank you. Bye.